Welcome to ProApproach Lesson 3. It's a joy to have you back. How are things going? Last week's lesson, are you having fun with it? Excellent. Let's use it. All right, here's what we had. We were playing the C major 9 using the 1, 7, 3, 5, 9, okay? In the key of C major, this is the 1 chord. And we moved to the 2 chord. We move to a D minor 9 voicing, okay, using the same formula, 1, 7, 3, 5, 9. All right? This is a 1, 2 chord progression in the key of C major. We also played the 2, 1 chord progression in the key of C major. We just reversed it, okay? Okay. A point I want to make here is what we have learned up to this point is way more than we need for many situations. You see, from this 1 to this 9, that's a lot of keyboard area, all right? And practically speaking, when I'm playing a melody, all right, I'm playing a lot of the times I'm playing in this portion of the piano, all right? So a voicing like this wouldn't give me much breathing room here, okay, to play the melody. I want that melody to stand out above all else, okay? Now, a major point I want to come across with here is that my melody is the most important thing that I want to convey. It's supported with nice harmony, yes, but the melody is what needs to stand out. I don't want my priority to be to play a lot of notes just for the sake of playing fancy chords and you know, embellishing sounds, okay? The melody is first and foremost. And because that's true, let's apply what we've learned. This voicing on C major 9 covers the 1, 7, 3, 5, 9. I don't always need all those. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna choose a standard. I'm gonna consider using Alfie by Bacharach and David. Okay, pretty ballad. Well, in the key of C, Alfie, the melody starts like this. All right. Okay, if I'm playing this, it doesn't give me a whole lot of breathing room, as I said, for this area. So I don't need all that. I've got the 1, I've got the 7. Now look, the melody is taking care of the 5 and the 3, and I've got a passing note in between there. So am I playing the voicing? Yes, I am. These notes happen to be in the voicing, but they also happen to be part of the melody. So they're being played in a broken up fashion, okay? But that's fine. The melody needs to stand out. All right. So in this case, when I'm playing this portion of the melody of Alfie, I don't need this. Can I use it? When the time comes. And it just so happens this first measure of Alfie allows me to do that. Here's what we can do. See, I'm just holding that 1 and the 7, which, by the way, is referred to often as a shell, okay? Because the basic C major 7 chord. Okay, the 1, 3, 5, 7. I've taken those 2 notes out of the middle and left the ends, okay, or the shells, if you think of an oyster, okay? All right. When I'm playing that's quite enough to support this. Now, I've got 2 more beats in that measure to hold out my C major 7 or my C major 9 chord, okay, whatever I happen to be playing. Here I'm playing C major 7. I've got 2 more beats. What can I do with that? I can either hold it out like that and just not play anything, or there's my voicing. Okay, one more time. See what I did? See, once that melody has been established, I can accompany myself, I can embellish what I've done with more color. And I chose that voicing that we learned last week, the 1, 7, 3, 5, 9, the complete voicing. You see, we start off playing just a portion of that voicing. Got it? Now when I go to the next part, the melody of Alfie is here. So I don't want to be playing this. But what I can do is support that, embellish that later with the complete voicing. See what I'm doing here? The melody stands out. Notice I'm backing off on the volume when I play that complete voicing. I don't want to... Okay, and... okay, I don't want to override that melody. I want to be tasteful. This is the way a pro would think, okay? That melody is the most important thing to convey to the listener. And that listener is also you, especially, okay? Here's my 1-7-3-5-9 from last week, okay? See, just with this 1 and the 7, all right, that's plenty. That's plenty to accompany my melody. And if I'm playing here, chances are really good that the 3 and the 5 are going to end up being played in that melody, okay? Okay, so in a sense, that chord is completed, even if on a temporary basis, all right? Another ballad I've used on the site, I'm in the Mood for Love. If I'm using the 1 and the 7, all right, I'm in the Mood for Love, starts on the E. Okay? Now that's an active part of the melody, so there's no real room there to support that any further, so I don't need to. Now I go to the D minor. I've got some time here. What can I do? Ah, there's my 1-7-3-5-9. See? I think you're getting the picture. You see, we're just using a portion, the portion that we need, okay? The support, the 1 and the 7, the melody here. We don't need to do anything. We don't need to override that with anything. We just want to go ahead and play it, and then embellish it. All right? And we're embellishing it with what we already know from last week. Okay? I wanted to tie this week's lesson into what we did last week, okay, so things start to make sense, right, even more. All right, I hope that helps. Now, for this week, what I'd like you to do, I'd like you on your own to take this further. Use your imagination, come up with 1 or 2 songs, and see where you can apply these voicings, not necessarily in their entirety, okay, but just a portion of them, like we did, okay, using that 1 and the 7, okay. If your melody happens to be, for example, if you're playing something with a B up here, then yes, you can lay this part of that voicing down while this melody goes on. Okay? For example, I'm thinking of a song by the Bee Gees. All right? Well, I can see that melody. That B is up here, so I have room to lay down that E and a G here. But when I go to that D minor, I don't have that room, so I just stick with what I have there, right? Think of a song or 2 in your repertoire, okay? Just try to take this and apply it. Right? And I know you're going to amaze yourself. Over time, you put these things together, these lessons, one after the other. You start making them a part of you. You're gonna feel a sense of confidence that you never had before. And you know what? Weeks and months from now, things are going to click even more so for you. And that's really what I want for you. Okay? That's what would really make me happy. Is 6 months, a year from now, you're playing and you say, "Wow, that idea that I was now I really get it. I can use it." Okay? That's what it's all about. And there is one thing I don't want you to forget, and I don't think this will come as a surprise to you. Always, always play with passion.